All right, as you guys know, I'm obviously, a proponent of nutrition, and I talk about that a lot, probably for some of you guys ad nauseum. But I wanted to share this other thing. Oh, before I do that, I want to, there's a new talk out there from Low Carb Denver. It's the one I gave in February. It's online out on YouTube. I think it's a pretty good talk, and I think it represents, kind of my, what I think about nutrition in the carnivore diet for some people that have questions around like cholesterol and vegetables and meat and so on and so forth. So I think you'll enjoy that. It talks about 36 minutes. It's kind of longer, but it's I think it's something that is worth listening to. I just listened to it because I don't remember. I gave it. I don't remember what I said exactly. I thought that's pretty solid information, I thought. All right, so what are we talking about today? So as I mentioned, nutrition super important. But just as important, and perhaps even more important in some regards, is the impacts of things like exercise. So there's a new study out here. Stu Phillips just released it a few months ago and shared a graphic from it I thought was quite interesting. So this is a graph, and what it does is it shows the impacts of resistance training, aerobic activity, and then the combination of them. And what you see is, across the board, that the combination of them, both resistance training, so strength training, and sort of aerobic conditioning or cardiorespiratory fitness, show a improvement, a decrease in the incidence of certain conditions, whether it's all-cause mortality, cancer, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, on and on. And so it's interesting that in some disease states, strength has a greater impact, like obesity and diabetes, and in other ones, aerobic conditioning has a greater impact, such as like cardiovascular disease and all-cause mortality. But irrespective of that, combining the two is going to give you the biggest effect. In fact, some of it, reduces the risk by like 60-70%, so it's quite impactful. So we should all be, when we're able to, right? I mean, some of you guys that are like can barely move, right? You got to fix the diet first so the inflammation goes down so you feel better. But once you've done that, then you should definitely do strength training, but you should also do some conditioning stuff. So last night I did some running last night, and I've been doing both of these for years, and I think it's a wonderful way to do that. So don't neglect those things, right? I mean, and it's it's not, you have to do a ton of this stuff. If you get into like the top tertile, the top third of people for being strong and aerobically fit, and that bar is not that high, unfortunately, because everybody's so out of shape. But just getting that top third is going to give you a huge, it's going to confer you a huge benefit. So, I mean, start out walking, start out doing a little bit of body weight stuff, and then progress from there as time may have it. But that is such an important thing. And I will continue to say this. I think the biggest thing that discriminates between those that age well and those that don't age so well is engaging in these activities, engaging in physical fitness type things, both strength training and aerobic conditioning. You want to be able to run from the bear, right? You don't want to get eaten, so you got to make sure you're able to do those things. All right. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on this? Do you engage in strength training? Do you engage in sort of cardiovascular fitness stuff? And if so, what do you do? And how hard was it for you to start if you maybe just recently started? All right, guys. You guys have a great day. We'll see you soon.